Hey VC, it's Jonathan, your cheap and cheerful record collector. So yesterday, Brian from Shamrock and Records and I went down to, we did a little road trip. If you don't know Brian and his channel, Shamrock and Records, you definitely should check it out. He always has fun stuff. I always learn something by watching him, and it's always a good time. So Shamrock and Records, Brian, check it out. Anyway, we live fairly near each other. We've met through with a VC, and we took a little road trip yesterday down to Manchester, New Hampshire, and there's this place called Thrifty's. So Thrifty's has lost its lease, and they were liquidating everything they had, 300,000 LPs. Yesterday was the first week of the sale. Anything that had a price on it was 20% off. And all the records unpriced were $5 each. I think next week it goes, all priced records will be 30% off, and everything without a price was $4 each. This place was huge. Brian actually did some video, so I'm waiting for his video to go up to show the size of this place, but it was ridiculous. We only had 2 hours to spend, and we got there as the store opened, and I think I got some good stuff. Brian got a couple things, I got some good things. I think I might go back in a couple of weeks when the prices go even lower and see what's left. There's just so much to look at. It was just ridiculous. So, starting off, first album I got is something I've been looking... I used to have, as Garen would say, I used to have all these old son of bitches back in the day. But anyway, this I lost. I sold when I sold all my records. So I was happy to bring this back into the collection. And it's Barry Goldberg, Two Jews Blues. This is with Mike Bloomfield, who is not listed on here because they're not because of contractual allowance. So it's just called Side 1, bands 2, 3, and 4, and Side 2, band 1 is by Great, and Great is Mike Bloomfield. So it also has, besides Barry Goldberg and Mike Bloomfield, also has Charlie Musselwhite, Harvey Mandel, Eddie Hinton, and Duane Allman on one cut. So this is a fantastic blues album. Really happy to bring it back into my collection. Two Jews Blues, and it's on the Buddha label. Haven't cleaned these up yet, so I haven't had a chance to listen to them, but this one I know really well, so that's a great album. Next one I got, I didn't have this particular one, but I love this guy. I love all his stuff, so I'm happy to get it. It's Nick Lowe, and this is his album, The Nick Lowe. I assume it's his first, but I don't know for sure. Who's on here with him? Anyway, people I don't know. Anyway, looking forward to this. Nick Lowe. Big Nick Lowe fan. So looking forward to that. Next one is one I've been, again, used to have. I'm glad to bring it back in. I've been looking for a clean copy for a while, and this is really clean. And it's 10 years after Cricklewood Green. The nice gatefold. So this, I think, is their third album, maybe, but really looking forward to adding this to my collection. 10 years after, Cricklewood Green. Next one, sort of like that whole Nick Lowe kind of era of music, is one I've been looking forward to add to my collection. I was so glad to see it. It is Ian Drury, and this is New Boots and Panties on Stiff Records. So, love that English pub rock stuff from the 80s, 70s, and late 70s, early 80s. Next one I saw, I'd never seen this record before. I knew one of the guys in the band, but I never knew he was in a band. I always thought he was by solo. But it's called Delbert and Glenn. So it's Delbert McClinton. And I'm not sure, 1972. Nice gatefold. I haven't listened to it yet, so I'm really not sure what style it is. But if it, Delbert McClinton, Glenn Clark are the main two people in the band. Yeah, 1972 on Clean Records. Quite clean. So that's sort of cool. And again, I never saw it before. Know nothing about it, except I love Delbert McClinton. So I'm hoping it's in that style. Great cover, eh? That's cool. Delbert McClinton. Next one I didn't find. Brian saw it and knew I was into this musician. So he said, "Oh, John, check it out, check it out, check it out." So I ran over, he pulled it out, and this is Dave Van Ronk. And this is with the Red Onion Jazz Band in the tradition. Again, this is probably late to mid 60s. And don't have this in my collection, so I really love to have Dave Van Ronk in my collection. If you don't know Dave Van Ronk, he was the sort of inspiration for In Llewellyn Davis movie by the Coen brothers. But Dave was they used to call him the mayor of Bleecker Street. He sort of ran the Greenwich Village in the day, and he was a great folk singer. I saw him many times back at the Gaslight in New York. This one was a repress, but I didn't care because I really think this guy is great. And this is Qua with Jorma Kaukonen. So it's Jorma and someone named Tom Hobson, who I don't know, but produced by Jack Cassidy. So of course Jack Cassidy and Jorma are hot tuna. So again, this is a repress, not the original cover, but I was still happy to get it. Big hot tuna fan and big Jorma fan, so that's sort of cool. Next one, I saw 2 copies of this. I picked one up, and then when I found the second copy, I put the first one back. This is David Lindley, and the El Rey X win this record. If you don't know David Lindley, he's a studio musician out of L.A., played in all the Jackson Browne, Linda Ronstadt albums, played with the Eagles, played a lot with Ry Cooder, great guitar player. And the reason I got this one instead of the other one, besides this is cleaner, this is a white label promo. So that's sort of cool. I mean, I don't really search out promos, but when I see them, I definitely grab them first. I'd read somewhere, I don't know if this is still true or not, that the white label promos were the first ones pressed when they were doing the pressing, so the quality should be a little bit superior. I don't know if that's a wives' tale or it really is the way it is. But whenever I see a white label promo, especially if it's clean, I'll definitely opt for that. So I have a couple of El Rey, David Lindley albums, so I'm happy to add this other one into my collection. If you don't know David Lindley, you got to check him out. He's a quirky guy, but great guitar player. Great stuff. And a couple more. This one I was happy to see also. Love this band, Los Lobos. And this is And A Time to Dance. Again, I haven't spun any of these yet. I haven't cleaned them up yet. Produced by T-Bo Burnett. So I'm looking forward to that. I mean, Los Lobos. Can't go wrong with Los Lobos. Always good. Next one is another one of these singer-songwriters that sort of goes under the radar. People know the name but don't know all his stuff. And I just always been a fan. Is Randy Newman. And this is Trouble in Paradise. This has I Love L.A. on it, which is, of course, great, as well as a lot of other great songs on here. Again, this is one of the ones I used to have way back in the day, which I am glad to be able to add this back into my collection. Randy Newman, Trouble in Paradise. And the last one I got, which, let it be a caution tale to everybody out there, I have about 2,500 albums, and I have them all on Discogs, which I've downloaded to my phone. But it's no good to download on your phone if you don't check and see what you have. It's great to have it there, but when you're in the record store and you see something and you get excited, check on your phone to see if you actually own it already. Because I went and bought this album, Otis Spann, which I was really excited to see. And this is Otis Spann Is the Blues. And I said, oh, I don't have that Otis Spann album. I know I don't have it because I don't remember that cover at all. So I got home and I looked it up on Discogs and it says, you own this record already. And I said, no, I don't. And lo and behold, the same exact record. Different cover. This is from Barnaby label. This is on the Candide record label. But it's the same name of the album. Otis Spann Is the Blues, and it's the exact same songs. So that was sort of disappointing that I ended up spending more money than I should have on something I already have. So let that be a lesson to you. Put your stuff on Discogs, download it to your phone, so you know what you have. And when you get there and you get excited and you start looking up, take the extra 2 minutes to look up on your site and see what you actually own already. Anyway, that's that. I think I had a good day. Can't wait to clean these up and dig into them. Like I said, I'm probably going to go back maybe a week or two and see what they have left. I'm also, tomorrow night, I'm picking up a box of 80 LPs that a friend is giving to me. Actually, my wife's cousin, her husband, is giving me a box of 80 records. So when I get those 80 records, I will do another video and reveal what's there. I have some idea, but I'm not really sure. So I'll show that to you probably in a couple of days. Maybe this weekend I'll run another video and show some of the stuff I just picked up. Okay, hope everybody's enjoying this beautiful day, and I want to once again thank everybody who's taking the time to watch my videos. Getting close to 250, which I never thought would happen, so I'm really excited about that. Thanks everybody who takes the time to watch. Check out Shamrockin' Records, Brian's blog, website, whatever. And until next time, peace.